Let's do it. It's his eye. Yeah, boy. How are you doing tonight? I don't know about you, but I'm doing great today. The only thing I didn't do today that was on my to-do list that I wanted to do was get started on the editing for July's Avatar Trivia. That is going to start up here later this work week. Got away from me today. But you know what? On the other hand, a lot of fun stuff personally on my end today. Number one, I've been knee-deep in re-entering a world that I loved as a child that I think a lot of you guys loved as well. I was on chapter 15 of the Sea of Monsters yesterday. I am on chapter 9 of the Titan's Curse today. So I've practically read 270 pages in 24 hours. You watch the stream now because it was easy, because it was hard, because it is a canon event. I appreciate it, JFK. And I have something I want to say really quickly. I absolutely love having everybody in chat. I absolutely love, these interactions. I think they're a lot of fun. Though, how's it going, Nick? I said it once a few months ago with a similar situation. I love chatting with you guys. But I love chatting. Thank you for the follow, Weed and Sun. How are you doing tonight? What I love doing is I love talking to you guys. That's what I love. I love chatting with every single one of you. Where I'm getting to that is, and finally getting to my point, is you and we all know, obviously, for very, very obvious reasons, that you are not actually JFK. And I love kind of acting with a character and playing up these characters, and I think it's really fun. But after a while, I love talking to the person behind the computer, and I always feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect. So I just want to at least get that off of my chest. I absolutely love kind of playing it up and talking to the characters and the caricatures of these real people. Similar thing happened a few months ago with superheroes. People would come in as superhero characters and play things up. And I thought it was really hilarious. I still do, after a while. I love talking to the people behind the screen. You don't have to give your real name or give a lot of personal stuff, but I love chatting with the real people. You ain't JFK because JFK is dead. That is true. 1963. I'm going to charge my phone because my phone is about to die. And despite this charger being a USB-C, it needs to be actually put a certain way or else it won't charge my phone. It's really fucking weird. Can't work. Come on. Why is my phone actually not choosing not to charge all of a sudden? Why aren't you working? Work, damn it. Alright, well that's not gonna work. Let me try something here. Actually, I have another charger down here. And I'm going to go ahead and use this charger. This way, this should charge my phone. And for some reason that works right away. I don't get it. I was going to ask this on the last stream, why didn't George Lucas direct Star Wars 789? Because it doesn't own Star Wars anymore. He is dead. I only have a similar name to him. My F actually stands for Full Francis. first name is James. So technically I'm JFK, but not John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Interesting. That's actually really cool. I'm only a KMT. So I'll let you all guess what the M stands for. But yeah, Nick, George Lucas did not direct 7, 8, 9. As a fun fact, George Lucas didn't even direct episodes Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I forget who directed Return of the Jedi, but I know Empire Strikes Back was directed by a man named Irvin Kershner. It's funny, as I just rewatched episode 6, and I cannot remember for the life of me who directed it. It was not Irvin Kershner, and it was not George Lucas. George Lucas only directed the prequels and episode 4. 7, 8, and 9 were directed by J.J. Abrams, then Rian Johnson, then J.J. Abrams came back. And there was 100% zero communication between the two of them. There was no plan for the sequel trilogy. Even while making the sequel trilogy, they're literally making episode 9, filming it. They didn't know who Rey was. They didn't know. So they literally came up with, on the writing room floor, to finally commit to her being a Palpatine. On the editing floor of the last movie, after shooting had wrapped, did they finally decide who Rey was going to be. Whether she was going to be a nobody, a Kenobi, a Skywalker, or a Palpatine, they decided that she was going to be a Palpatine on the editing room floor of the final movie. And people wonder why people think the sequels are bad. You're James Francis Kennedy, not related to John F. Kennedy or Robert Kennedy, just your own Kennedy. Interesting. And my watch is now telling me, smartwatch by the way, that the channel hit 500 subscribers, which did happen over the weekends. I want to say it was officially Friday when we crossed the threshold. I'm going to take my watch off just so it's not going to buzz and give me notifications and distract me. But we finally hit 500 subscribers. One more step in this long journey taken and made. 521. That's exactly right. I just saw the numbers earlier. We were at like 515 this morning. Last I checked, yeah, 521. To put in perspective, at this point last month, we were less than 270. I had a goal, kind of peek behind the curtain a little bit. I had a goal with the Avatar trivia, which I love making. I love to hear that you all love it as well. The Avatar trivia shorts. I did a very small trial to kind of test the waters last month. At the very end of May, I put out a introductory video and 6 shorts. And everything did fine. I just wanted to kind of see how things would work. And long story short, the shorts averaged something like, each of them, like over the course of the 6 videos, they got like, what did it be, like 12 or 13 subscribers or something like that. And I'm like, holy cow, I never got that many out of just a few videos before. And I'm like, holy cow. It'd be cool, because I knew that the batch I was going to make for June were going to be a lot better made, because I just like ironed out a ton of wrinkles with those 6 videos, and I put so much forethought into how I was going to do it. I'm like, it'd be really cool to be at like 400 subscribers at the end of June. Like going July 1st, be at like 400 subscribers, and you all like blew it out of the water. You guys have fired so far past my expectations, and I could not be happier that you guys love that series. Name some Jedi who survived Order 66. Just off the top of my head, you have Obi-Wan Kenobi, you have Yoda, Quinlan Vos survived Order 66. You have Seer from Jedi Fallen Order and Cal Kestis. Ahsoka Tano, of course, Kanan Jarrus. Also just some nerdy guy. Really? You're just some nerdy guy. Bro, never would have guessed. But there's 7 off the top of my head, and there's many, many, many more. Like, who would be another? Luke Skywalker, technically Leia Skywalker or Leia Organa, depending on what flash name you want to give her. Technically. They survived Order 66 because they were babies. Just some nerdy guy around YouTube. Yep. I love the way you put that, by the way. But you're the channel, just some nerdy guy. You just renamed your channel or got a different channel with JFK's name. I didn't know. I genuinely didn't know. All I see is the name. Here, I'll show you literally what I see. I didn't know that. I'll show you guys literally what I see on my streams every day. Give me a second here. You guys get to see what I see. Here, I'm gonna pull this up on my phone. Avatar. Netflix's Avatar: Last Airbender Season 2. All you need to know about production, cast, and release date. Speaking of watching stuff, I'm literally saying just an article. Speaking of watching stuff, really quickly, Spider-Man or Darth Maul, who wins? It's a good one, actually. Nick, let me think about that really quickly while I get this pulled up, because I don't have an answer right away. So, thinking out loud with your question. Well, in JFK first chat here, I already said I'm just some nerdy guy. Must have missed it. Probably, and I'll be blatantly honest. I don't remember every single chat that's ever put in. It doesn't all stay up here, guys. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Actually, no, I do. I had Lucky Charms. But I don't remember everything I did today. Like, I forgot I was wearing my Kyoshi Warriors t-shirt until I saw it on the stream, because I see myself. But going to Spider-Man vs. Darth Maul, basically it boils down to how overpowered do you want Maul to be with the Force, and how fast do you want Spider-Man to be with his enhanced agility. Because the lightsaber is going to cut through the webbing, 100%. So basically you have to boil it down to the Force versus the Spider Sense. So I'm going to give it to Maul because of the Force essentially being a form of telekinesis. And then you also have like Force Choke and all these things. And the Spider Sense would only be able to do so much. Like if he's literally like trying to dodge like mechanical, like the literal like mechanical arms. Like if you said Spidey versus Grievous, that would be an interesting fight. I think Spidey could pull out a win against General Grievous because Grievous doesn't have Force abilities. But because of the Force abilities, the Spidey Sense isn't going to do very much, and I'm going to say Maul is going to win. Almost any Force user, if you turn off morals and you place them against Spider-Man, I'm going to give it to the Jedi or Sith, the Force user. Flick Spider-Man away? Yeah, probably. But here. Is this going to work for me? There we go. There we go. That's what I see. That's what I see, guys. There's chat. There's chat there on the left. There you all are. So I got like the most recent notifications, and there you all are. And you all pop in there. And you all pop in there on the bottom whenever there's a new chat. So. Yeah. That's literally what I see. And so. I mean. I quite literally can't tell if you have an older account. The software I use isn't super clear, so the resolution's about that of a potato. But there's Jedi Survivor ready to get played here whenever we're ready to sidestep over. Oh, repeats what I had the microphone on. Oops. Sorry. I had the microphone, so you're hearing from what my phone was transmitting to the computer as well as my microphone. So, oops, I forgot to mute. I'm human. I'd have thought, guys. I'd have thought. I might ask this periodically as new people pop into the stream, but I'm gonna ask it now for those of you who are already in chat. A good idea came up in a past stream. If I recall, it was Nick's idea a stream or two ago. And it was an idea that I had already explored on my own. I had not shared it with anybody. Literally by myself. Man, you have to use like 2 computers to stream like this. 2 monitors. 1 computer. And technically I have a 3rd. I have... And you're gonna laugh at this. First things first. I gotta turn the microphone off. But the idea was... watch parties where everybody we would watch something together and be on stream. The problem is DMCA's and copyright claims. That's the big issue. That is the big issue. I cannot show a movie on stream. I cannot show any copyrighted music on stream. That's one reason why you hear stream beats. Because technically I've written my own music and I could play that, but I don't know where it is. I'd have to go digging for it. I wrote it like 4 years ago. Plus, the music that I wrote that you hear on the channel doesn't suit well for background music, so that's why you hear stream beats, because it's purely made so it doesn't get hit with DMCA's. The music that you hear in the background of my videos occasionally is literally my own music that I wrote. Just little bass lines and drum lines. Look at that, Zeb Wells is quitting The Amazing Spider-Man. Comic books? Because I hate to break it to you, the Amazing Spider-Man movies have been done for years. We got a tiny, tiny little bit with No Way Home, but that's technically not the Amazing Spider-Man movie. Literally, it only had Andrew Garfield come back and maybe a couple, like his stuntman, and that was really it. But to kind of go back to needing 2 computers, here, I'm going to, no audio, there you go. Now you're not going to hear anything from the camera. So, there's the camera. There is the computer and the Nintendo Switch. And I can even turn a little light on in there. So there's the computer. Connected to 2 monitors. Directly on the desk. And if you look up, what's that? That's a TV that is acting as a 3rd monitor running Cookie Clicker. Because I have a problem. And the problem is I don't have enough cookies. You know, not enough cookies. Zeb Wells is quitting writing Amazing Spider-Man comics, or just Spider-Man comics in general. Because I still have yet to like get super knee-deep in a lot of Spidey comics. Because, fun fact, Spidey's probably like the biggest superhero that I have never really gotten too much into his comics. I've read a few of them, but I haven't gotten super into them. Like, I know of, like, Kraven's Last Hunt, and I know of, like, the big issues, like Amazing Spider-Man 121, I think it is. Is that the one where Gwen Stacy dies? Like, I love a lot of those comics. But, like, I have this omnibus that I've been meaning to read. Like, I have big stories that involve Spidey, like Civil War. Or the Infinity Gauntlet has them, right? This is what I want to read. Oh, Zeb Wells sucks. So this is a good thing for you. Like, I have this. This is spectacular, Spidey. You want to do good modern Spidey comics? Have they really been that bad? I've always felt like Spidey comics lately have been... Oh shit, that's gonna fall. That's a lot of fucking comic books, and that's a lot of weight. I don't want to have fall. If it wasn't for these clamped bookends, I would have had a big mess on my hands. What did Obi-Wan mean when he said Revenge of the Sith Emergency Code 913? Was that at Order 66, or was that on the flight that saved the Chancellor? You have to remind me of the scene. I haven't seen Revenge of the Sith in a little while. But this is my Spidey omnibus that I've been planning on reading here. Probably after I read all of Percy Jackson, which I am on chapter 9. Yep, chapter 9 of The Titan's Curse. So I still have the rest of this, Battle, Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. So I want to reread all these. He was in the spaceship. Was that the very, very beginning? Because Obi-Wan's not in a spaceship too often. Peter turning into Green Goblin, the same villain that killed Gwen, Spider-Man begging not to be beaten up again. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would be annoying after a while. I mean, it's better than Mary Jane Watson dying because of Spider-Man's webbing, I'll put it that way. His radioactive webbing. His spider blood, radioactive spider blood. Spider blood, radioactive spider blood. Also, I feel like I'm really stupid. I just noticed Tarantula, the villain here, has spikes for feet. You see that? I'm an idiot. I just noticed that. I've had this comic for over a year. And I have just noticed he has spikes for feet. I feel like an idiot. But this is what I've been wanting to read. Voldemort or Sidious? I'm probably give it to Voldemort just because of, you know, and like, Sidious is dead. There's nothing Sidious can do about magic spell. But yet again, you're comparing two different forms of magic, so it depends on how much you want the Force to influence a spell and how much you want a spell or a curse to influence the Force. So, you're the writer. You pick. Zibbles is really writing ideas for his comics. Well, it sounds like a good thing if that's the status quo and the average of the quality of his stories. Then I think that is going to be a net positive if he decides to move on and we get a new vision. Battle of the White Faces. I think a more interesting fight would be something like, who would it be? Who is like a mildly superpowered superhero or villain? Like, not like Voldemort who uses magic or Sidious who has the Force, or like which superhero or villain is just like mildly super powerful? Like mild superpowers. Like, I got one for you. Assuming you guys have watched Game of Thrones, Gambit from Marvel Comics versus the White Walker. That's a good one, I feel like. Gambit versus the White Walker. But yeah, after I read The Titan's Curse and finish Percy Jackson, which will probably be here in about a month, with how I typically read books. Literally a month from today, 30 days from today, there is a new Avatar novel that I want to read called The Reckoning of Roku, which is a Roku novel set in the world of Avatar, made by in the same series as the Kyoshi and Young Chen novels, which I have and listened to on Audible and loved them. I want to read that novel when that comes out. By the time I finish with that, it'll be roughly when a new comic comes out called The Bounty Hunter and the T-Bender, which is about June and Uncle Iroh. And that's going to be sometime in August. And then I plan to read, whenever I get time, Infinity Gauntlet. I just bought this like a month ago, and it's been sitting on my bookshelf and wanting to read it. After that, I'll probably tackle this omnibus. I've got a lot of comics that I've yet to read. You guys haven't even seen my singular issues. I'll get to those in just a second. Let me just put my comics back. Ugh. So, just before I get to starting with Napoleon and Caesar, how would you guys feel, before I forget about this, going back to watch parties? They'll finish up talking about watch parties. We watch things like movies or shows, but I can't show video or audio, which means that the stream will solely be this like just chatting page. You'll probably have it updated by then, but it would strictly be like my reactions, and we would sit and watch it together. I would have a timer that would act as a playhead. So as the timer goes down with seconds and minutes, potentially hours, depending on what we're watching, that will be exactly at what point I am in that movie or episode that we're watching. And this way, you guys would be able to watch it on your own. Typically, I'll watch this always on a streaming service. So I'm sorry if you don't have that specific service that I would be using, or a service that has that content, because I don't know what I would say. That's why I'm saying, like, I haven't thought fully about this. But it would be a way where we could watch something together, react to it together, and talk about it together. I just can't show it in either video or audio form. It would strictly be you guys watching it on, like, your TV or computer, and then I would be watching it on my TV or computer. I can't show it visually or orally, as it's, visually or orally, but it can still be a watch party. So would you guys be down for something like that sometime here in the future? Because I think that would be really fun. Because there's a lot of stuff like that I've never seen that I think it'd be fun to do, like watch parties. Be like, you guys would literally get to see my first reactions to a lot of content, because there's still a lot of movies and shows and superheroes that I've never even seen before. So if you guys think that'd be interesting to do it that way, that's the only way I felt like I could do it, let me know. So, Napoleon or Julius Caesar? From what I know of history, I feel like I want to say Napoleon, because Napoleon grew to power. Caesar was given emergency power and never relinquished it. Napoleon still came back after a loss. Caesar was stabbed in the back. So initially, I'm going to go Napoleon. Hellbat armor or superior Iron Man? It's hard to not go the Hellbat armor. Superior Iron Man is insane, but superior Iron Man, I feel like it's just like an Iron Man suit, just more superpowered. Hellbat armor brings, because I always feel like you have to also take the person inside the suit. Bruce Wayne in Hellbat armor, I think, beats Tony Stark in superior Iron Man armor, personally. And then, do I know John Stewart of the Green Lanterns? Bro, I know a lot of fucking Green Lanterns. Tell me, do you think I know who John Stewart is? I grew up on Justice League the Animated Series, so John Stewart was the first Green Lantern to me before Hal Jordan. I knew of John Stewart. And I've read both of these. And fun story with both of these, I was in my local comic book shop, browsing through right before the pandemic hit, actually. And I was like, I'm walking out of here with a Green Lantern comic. Da Vinci or Howard Hughes. I literally couldn't tell you. Da Vinci. Da Vinci's a bigger piece of history than Hughes. Hi, Parker. So the story with these would be just because I was going in, I'm walking out with a classic Green Lantern comic. I don't really have Green Lantern comics. I don't have the iconic ones. I'm walking out here with either Sinestro Corps War or Blackest Night. I will walk out of here with one or the other. And I'm sitting down, I'm looking at my comic book shop, I'm quite literally Sinestro Corps War, Blackest Night, Sinestro Corps War, the Blackest Night. And I'm going back and forth. I cannot decide. And I didn't want to spend, how much would it have been? $55 for the two of them. I didn't want to spend $55 and get both of them. I wanted to spend $25 on one to get one now, and $30 on the other later to get it later. I did not want to spend $55 and get them both. In hindsight, I could have done that. But as I'm looking through it, I'm like trying to decide. Gentleman to my left, does not affiliate with the store. He was just another customer. He's like, "Can you not decide?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been wanting to, flesh out my collection. I've really want to get into lanterns. My buddy's a big lantern fan. If you ever see Let's All Be Pandas in chat, that is my friend who's a massive lantern fan." And so I'm like, he's getting me really into them. I really want to get into them. These stories are like equal to me. I have a hard time picking. I do have the money. I just I don't want to buy them at the same time. That's expensive. I want to walk out of here with one story. and he's like, buy Blackest Night. I will give you my copy of Sinestro Corps War. It is like, he's like, I give it a 7 out of 10 in terms of quality on the pages. It's a little beaten up and it's been read a couple of times, but if you buy Blackest Night, you can buy my car outside the front windows, and I will give you Sinestro Corps War for free. A little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sketchy, but I'm like, I'm twice this dude's size. So I'm like, I feel like I'll be okay. And so I'm like, all right, I'll buy Blackest Night. Ended up being $25, and he kept to his word. He gave me his copy of Sinestro Corps War. So there you go. Like, I got to enjoy both stories, and not only that, holy shit, I got an old bookmark in here in my Sinestro Corps War copy. I have a little piece from the hotel I was staying at the time. Maybe I never finished Sinestro Corps War. It's right on chapter 6. Did I never finish Sinestro Corps War? My gosh, I have to have finished it. I had to have finished it. Alright, I think this is high on my list to reread. Holy shit. Spider-Man 2099, Across the Spider-Verse, or Edge of Time. Oh, Across the Spider-Verse. Shit! Can we get to Jedi Survivor now, please? Yes, we can get to Jedi Survivor. Just give me a minute. And you guys never tell me. What do you guys feel about watch parties, but they'd have to be in that method? At least at first. Until we can figure out another way, it would have to be in that method where I can't show video or audio, but as long as you guys would also have a copy of it, whether through streaming or elsewhere, we would be able to actually do watch parties and have reactions and talk about things together. I think that'll be fun. Jon Stewart's your favorite Green Lantern next to Hal Jordan? Same. And then Hal Jordan or Jon Stewart? I'm biased to Jordan. I come from an Air Force family, so because of that, I'm a bit biased towards Hal Jordan, but Jon Stewart is... I think they're equal in my personal opinion, but in my personal favoritism, I go Hal Jordan just because I grew up in a military family, particularly Air Force. Then Howard Hughes, a more modernized entrepreneur, Leonardo was a philosopher and painter. Leonardo da Vinci was also an inventor, so don't forget about that either. Like, Da Vinci was ahead of his time. So, sadly, the computer's broken, so I had to watch on my phone. Return here to tell you about the short movie. Sorry to hear that. That's just the only way that I've recently found a way to do watch parties. And that's something I've been wanting to do on the channel for a while, but I've only wanted to start doing them once there was a realistic way to do them. So, it really just boils down to needing to do it that way. So, plus you don't have YouTube Premium. Forgive me, why would YouTube Premium be necessary? Because with YouTube Premium, like, you get no ads, and you get to, like, download videos and watch them offline, and there's, like, I have YouTube Premium. I love it. I think it's very, very worth it. But why would you need YouTube Premium to do watch parties? I don't think it's strictly necessary. But that's just something else I don't know. Oh! Side note, I 100% completed Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga today. 100% completed. I got everything. You expect Black Noir and the Boys, Season 4 is just a clone of Homelander. Not that far in the boys. I am in season 2, I want to say. Was watching it with my folks, and we stopped watching it for a little while. We never picked it back up. Don't know why. We just never did. Am I even going the right way? Am I gonna have to redo this fight? Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this fight. I thought I had made it past this. Alright, that's choppy for me. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna close some apps on my computer because that is frozen on my end. Completed Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, and now you're gonna play Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 2 if you fixed your computer. I've played that first one, I want to say, when I was younger. I really liked it. Are you liking those games? That game froze. My game froze. I'm closing tabs. I'm closing out games. Alright, it looks like it's finally catching up. What do you wish for Avengers show taking place in the 90s? Marvel's animated universe, aka X-Men 97. So like an animated Avengers using the X-Men 97 characters like in that universe. That'd be interesting. Jon Stewart of the Hulk. Jon Stewart. I feel like Green Lanterns like are so over fucking powered. Especially if it comes to the Hulk, like first of all, comic book bullshit. So, throwing like, if Jon Stewart's able to chuck the Hulk into space, bye-bye. Josh Keaton as Captain America. Isn't Josh Keaton the voice of Spectacular Spider-Man, the TV show? Isn't that Josh Keaton?
We got a fight ahead.
All right, the trick to this fight was
You're a Jedi. That's a scrap.
being smart with the blocks.
Overlord. Create the perimeter. Good click. That had to hurt.
Right here, BD.
I don't think so. Come on.
Get to those in just a second, guys. I dodged.
I have survived worse.
Of course, you gain a lot of stamina.
What?
There we go. Stuck on a boss battle on Jedi Fallen Order. Which one? Whenever I get stuck on Fallen Order, I always review like what the controls are, because a lot of times I'll forget a key control, like blocking. And a lot of times, remembering that specific control can tell you how to beat that player. So always review before going back into a boss fight if you've lost to it a couple of times. Like if you can't beat it 2 times, like if you can't beat it after your second try, just review why it is you're losing. And try to just go in with a slightly different strategy, and a lot of times that'll just be exactly what you need. Josh Keaton voiced many Marvel characters. He voiced Spectacular, Electro in the Insomniac universe, Norman Osborn in 2017's Spider-Man cartoon, and Captain America in What If and X-Men 97. Josh Keaton has voiced Spider-Man several times. Gotcha. There we go.
Hey, check this out. Could you wire it up? I've got an idea.
Can I wire it up? What are you talking about? There's nothing over here. Done with this? Monster boss fight is very, 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 very difficult. He's also voiced Iron Man in the Iron Man VR experience that I haven't played. How even is that? Like, I like from what people have said, because I've always wondered how that game was. Yeah, monster boss battle. Monster boss battle. The biggest thing with monster boss battles is to remember to do your dodges, which for my controller is B, for PlayStation it's going to be circle. Like, that is a key factor that helped me beat a lot of bosses in Fallen Order. That and blocking. Sometimes, like, within Fallen Order, you only have either single or double-bladed lightsabers. Obviously, you get more in this game. I was primarily a double-blade wielder. I liked the faster hits, and double-blade is just inherently cooler. The biggest thing that sometimes I noticed is that I played some bosses better with a single blade, so sometimes I would change that. And those are things that I would do that kind of push me in the right direction, and just try to think of a fight just slightly differently. If the X-Men are coming back to the MCU, they better have a similar theme to the 2000s X-Men films and X-Men 97. I am okay with there not being the same theme. I think it's cool, like, how they brought it back a little bit for, like, when Xavier showed up in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. You know, I thought that was a really cool touch, a little, you know, jingle, a little cue, as it's called for film composers. They call those cues. And I thought that was, like, a really cool touch, but I'm okay with there being something different. Like, if it's still based on the same thing, I think that's awesome. I would love, like, I think it's cool when they base two themes off the same ideas. Hey guys, in X-Men Days of Future Past, I'm a mutant, right? Guess my power. What? I don't know what Kennedy's power would have been. Promiscuity? Promiscuity? JFK, I mean, JFK was a bit of a man whore. Wasn't it? Isn't there a theory that JFK was bisexual? Like, real life JFK? Wasn't there a theory that, like, he had the hots for, like, one of his, like, childhood friends, and his friend had the hots for him? I feel like that was a thing. Make women fall in love with me. That is very true. He was definitely a ladies' man, but no joke, I feel like JFK was our last good president. No joke. Looking in the past, I think JFK was the last inherently good president we had. Like, good in terms of altruism. From the research that I've done, and I'm open to, you know, if new information crossed my path, then I'm open to changing my opinion. But I firmly am in belief that JFK was probably the last good president we've ever had. I don't really give a shit about, like, Republican or Democrat or anything like that. I just look at, like, how good were you for the American people? You don't believe he was bisexual? I mean, it's all conjecture. Like, there's no way to really confirm it outside of speculations. Like, we can't just ask him, unfortunately. You always thought Ronald Reagan was our last great president, and a lot of people do. And a lot of people don't like Reagan. Here's a fun fact. Ready? In 1984, I want to say it was 1984, Reagan was up for re-election. Reagan, and this is why I would also say Reagan was probably our last good president as well. For all of you non-Americans, you're probably just hearing gibberish at this point. I believe it was 1984, Ronald Reagan was going up against Walter Mondale. Reagan as a Republican, Mondale as a Democrat. Reagan won 49 of the 50 states. because he was Republican was one reason. Because he had his whole Reaganomics thing. A lot of people, particularly that on the left-leaning side, didn't like him. With Reagan, like, he won 49 of the 50 states. I don't like talking about, like, opinions when it comes to politics. I love talking about, like, more of the facts or, like, the theories about things rather than, like, beliefs, because it's just going to be a bad rabbit hole if you start going down beliefs. But, like, true fact, Ronald Reagan won 49 of the 50 states in, I believe it was the 1984 election against Walter Mondale. The one state he did not win was Minnesota, my home state. And the reason he did not win is because Walter Mondale is from Minnesota. So Minnesota voted for their boy. And they were the only blue state that year. Well, like the United guy said, let the past be the past. Exactly. The past is the past. If those who don't know the past are doomed to repeat it. So, the last time Minnesota voted red was the re-election of Nixon. That was the last time my home state voted Republican. Whether I fall in line with those beliefs or not, you guys can make your guesses. I'm not going to go too much into details. Isn't Minnesota the home state of Star-Lord? No. Star-Lord is from Missouri, which I also lived in. Missouri's like... I spent 6 years of my childhood living in Missouri, so like I have ties to there as well. I grew up right outside Kansas City on the northwest side of Missouri. But no, I'm born and raised in Minnesota. I consider myself from a south suburb of the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, called Apple Valley. I don't currently live there anymore. I since moved when I left for college, which I have since graduated from. And moved back to the Twin Cities into Minneapolis and St. Paul. But yeah, I very briefly lived outside Kansas City in a near a small town called Kearney. Americans have different accents. That is very true. And a lot of people talk about the Minnesotan accent. This is a Minnesotan accent, guys. You're listening to it. It's honestly, I feel like most Minnesotan accents are, to put it weirdly, neutered. Like, I don't feel like I have too much of an accent. I know I do. But if you want me to go through my like Midwest accent guide, yeah, I'll go through my Minnesotan like Wisconsin, like the upper Midwest accent guide for all of you. So, here we go. You have a Bostonian accent, same as JFK. I always thought JFK was from Texas. I know he like died in Texas. But yeah, Bostonian, like pocket cotton Harvard Yard, that kind of accent. Just say the letter R for me. You can't be pirate. Bostonians cannot be pirates because they go I got you, motherfucker. I've seen Ted. So, here's a guide to the Midwest accents. You ready? I'm from Minnesotan. No joke, this is how Minnesotans sound. The one word that I genuinely say with the Minnesotan accent is going to be a word like boat. That word, that is no joke how I say the word. Boat. We do not say a boot. We don't say that. That's a Canadian thing. We do say about. We know there's a U in there. Okay, really quickly. I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear, or ask not what your country can do for you, or what you can do for your country. Beautiful. That's like my favorite quote ever. I love that quote. Like of genuine like politicians, like that's like my favorite quote. Love that quote. Anyways, so an exaggerated Minnesotan accent, because for my job I call people for a living, so I hear the accent all damn day. Here's Minnesotan accent, exaggerated. Oh, hello there, bud. Oh, for sure, you betcha. You know, I gotta go park, postpone the boat show every now and then, Oh, for sure, you betcha there, bud. Oofta. Oh, you go mow your lawn over there? Oh, yeah, we haven't been able to do that very well because of all the rain we've been getting, but You know, because of all the rain, you know, I go out to Lake Malak and I go and, you know, the fish were biting this morning. No, for sure. Yeah, you break the boat out there and, yeah, things go great. Sometimes you got to go up to Duluth, you know, go up north to Duluth, up 35, and you end up stopping by Toby's to get yourself a caramel roll. Oh, for sure. You betcha there, bud. There's Minnesotan. If you want to hear Wisconsin, you have your go, pack, go. You know, go, pack, go. It's all very nasally. It's all in the nose. You know, that's Wisconsin. Now, if you keep it in the nose, but you add a staccato, you know, you got the Chicago staccato. That's your Chicago accent. You know, da bears. There you go. Chicago staccato. And you got Canadians. With Canadians, you know, it's gonna sound a lot like a Minnesotan accent, but they're gonna throw an A at the end of it, but keep it a bit shorter and a bit higher pitched than the Minnesotans. Oh, you're gonna take care of that A. That's generally the Canadian accent. For Iowans, you know, that's an Iowan accent. They honestly, the only good part about Iowa is that they take all of that shit land for themselves and they don't share it with any of us. So they can be 100% shit and keep it all there. They can be the Midwest trash can. And North Dakota can be the Midwest black hole. South Dakota, you're cool. You got the Badlands, you got the Black Hills, you got Mount Rushmore, like, you're cool. South Dakota, you're cool as hell. North Dakota, you got oil, that was it. Honestly, we should just depopulize, move everybody, extradite everybody out of North Dakota, and you're not allowed to live there unless you're running an oil derrick. That's it. And then all the oil from North Dakota is strictly used for domestic use, lowering our own gas prices. That's what I'd say, personally. But not to get too political, but I think French fries go well with cheeseburgers. Occasionally a Coke or Pepsi, depending on your preference. Or a beer. See? I got Minnesota on my beer. There's a character in Injustice 1 iOS called Red Lantern Hal Jordan. Yeah, so Hal Jordan turns into a Red Lantern in that story, I want to say. Or he briefly almost does in Injustice 2. Black Americans have cooler accents. I feel like that's America's favorite drink, not cola, water. 200 IQ move. So, I think I don't like the way that's put because about the preference and accents, because it still boils down to where you grew up and the people in your life. That's where your accent comes from, not the color of your skin. I've met Minnesotans who have a deeper Minnesotan accent than I do. Born and raised here. You want to see electronic lightsabers? Maybe later. I'll break out one, because we want to get back to the game. I'll break out one. This is the one I'm breaking out. Ahsoka Tano Clone Wars blue version. There you go. It's oil. Oh. Okay, I get it. Do you know Jon Stewart, the comedian? I know of him. I don't really care. Can you see the rest of lightsabers, Kevin? Forgive me, but I've broken them out like every stream. You just want to see them again? I mean, the collection hasn't changed. I don't have the money for a new lightsaber anytime. Like, maybe in like 5-6 months, I'll buy another lightsaber. But like, I don't have the kind of money for that. Constantly keep buying up lightsabers. I wish I did. I buy a lightsaber every fucking month.
The weak die.
Maybe 2 months. I think 2 months would allow me to still have the novelty of getting a new lightsaber blade. A new lightsaber hilt.
Scratch another.
Oh, come on. Get me out of here. I'm focusing. Give me a second. Ah!
No blood. I'm all right.
Damn it! I was blocking! Why won't you die? I should not have survived that.
Good job.
I'm glad I did, but I shouldn't have.
Once we get through this, Kata and I can finally rest. Somewhere quiet.
Scale 1 to 10, how hard did you find to get a job?
Like it used to be. Almost like it used to be.
It's never easy. I don't know if I can put it on a scale, just because. So here's the, without going too deep into detail, story of how I got the job I currently have. I currently sell lawn care over the phones. I work from home. I love my job. Absolutely love it. The way I got that job is I was going to work as a groundskeeper at a place where I was working as a groundskeeper for many summers. I was applying for a permanent position out there. Came down to me and one other guy. This was the spring of 2022. Came down to me and one other guy. The other guy had everything I had and more. Honestly, I wouldn't have picked me. It was the smart decision not to go with me. I was offered any and all resources to help me find another job. Basically, letters of recommendation or using them as a reference call, which I used because those guys were my first jobs. Those guys out there were my first job. I job hunted for a solid 2 weeks. I was unemployed, making YouTube content. I wasn't doing any YouTube content. I was actually studying this language of Norwegian. Og jeg kan snakke norsk, et lite norsk. Jeg snakker litt norsk. Jeg studeret norsk for flere måneder. I studied a little bit of Norwegian, so I speak very little. But over this time, that's what I was doing to stay busy. I was playing some video games, watching TV, studying Norwegian was a big thing I was doing. And the biggest thing I was doing was job hunting. I went to a few interviews with music jobs, lawn care jobs, other tangentially similar jobs like window washing, things like that. I'm in an interview with one job, and I'm not liking how it's going. Partway through the interview, I get a phone call. This was a job with the company that I'm currently working with, to be a technician applying the products myself. I decide to politely leave the interview. We ended the interview, left it open. I thanked them for their time because they're interviewing me as much as I'm interviewing them. That's the key to a job interview, is that you're interviewing each other, not them interviewing you. I go home, call back the number again. I'm like, hey, could I call you back in like 20 minutes? So I go back home, I call them after about 20 minutes, maybe 30, and I then get an interview set up for the following day. It was like a Thursday, that I was going to go out and interview for this lawn care job. Interview went phenomenal. Was very impressed on my end. They were very impressed on their end. And by the next day, I had a job as a technician for this lawn care company. Partway through the season, this is probably around coming up on a year ago. probably the end of June, starting in July or so, we started doing what's called add-on sales. So I'd literally go up to people's houses. Hello, I'm here to do this such and such application. Are you interested in an aeration? Which is basically when a machine very similar to a lawnmower goes down, and we pull out a bunch of cores of the lawn. And by the end of the application, the lawn looks like it has a ton of goose poop on it. It's just dirt. And it's the way we describe it. It's like an oil change for the lawn. Allows nutrients to get down to the grass easier. It allows there to not be as much compaction. It's probably the singular best thing you can ever do for your lawn outside of mowing it. And so I was doing actually a really good job at selling this stuff. I was far and away the best technician at sales. I was offered a part-time work-from-home sales position. And I didn't say yes right away. I didn't say no right away. I'm always a person who keep my options open and properly think about things. If you guys haven't been able to tell. At the new year, I call up my old boss. I say, hey, is that position still open? I would love to apply for it. I go into the interview, and it is a full-time sales position. And shortly after the interview, I am hired for a full-time work-from-home sales position. And so I work from home. This is what you see is my office, and I sell lawn care for a living. And absolutely love it. I'm not going to go too much more in depth on like the specifics, like which company or anything like that. I'd like to keep a lot of that stuff personal and private. But that's how that's the streamlined story of how I got my job. So for me, it was a case of, and this is a philosophy I want you all to take if you guys learn anything from me. If I'm ever going to teach anything on streams, it's this. If you, how do I want to phrase this? When you care about something, good things will follow. You just got to have the open mind to see it. Like, for me, I always said, I would love to work from home writing music. But I always thought about it, like, I'd rather work from home than work in writing music. Like, if I had to work from home doing something that I thought was mediocre or something that I thought was okay, which I'm not going to say I'm not super passionate about lawn care. I enjoy it, but I'm not super passionate about it. Versus, like, commuting 30 minutes to an hour every single day to do my passion job, I'm going to love to do the work from home gig. So I said for years I'd love to do a work from home gig, but writing music. I don't write music, but I work from home, and I have the ability to write music. So it's very much a case of, you know, with an open mind, I was able to actually achieve my dream, work from home. And so I was able to get this job because I was patient and chose the right job for me when I was doing the job interviews. And when I got that job, I genuinely cared. And I genuinely tried. That's the key thing, is being genuine about things. And then because of that, I was offered this other position. I applied for it. I got the job. And I still continue to genuinely care. And that was my secret. So I wouldn't say it was easy or difficult. I would say it was... It's hard to say because it was easy because I put in the difficult work. So getting the job, finding the job wasn't difficult. But getting the position to even be offered the job in the first place was. I hope that made sense. Now, where the hell am I supposed to go? Over here.
Get that down. Consider it done.
Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense.
Coming, Cal? I cut this rope down just for you.
Can I heal? Is there a place to heal? I would love to heal. Well, the shortcut was made, so if I were to die, I'll have a straight shot back here. So, I might not be able to heal, but I should have a pretty easy reset if I were to die.
Enemy's close. I got your back, Cal.
Here. Come here and fight us. On the battle.
Don't give up.
I have sustained damage.
Tracking them.
Mercy for you.
Gonna get away.
Yeah, so I'm right here. It shouldn't be a long reset. So just run across this. That doesn't really help me out so much. Run over here. Oh, don't tell me I have to redo that fight.
Got some company, and it isn't friendly.
No, I'm good.
Do I have to keep doing that one fight over and over again? Is there not a place for me to actually, like, heal?
Need to center myself.
Because there's not enough healing spots for these fights, guys. Like, the amount of healing places that they have, and no, these meditation spots, there's not enough of them. Unless I'm being smart with where I go. I think I just was going the wrong way. So now I can come up here. And there we go. Alright. So there is a way back without even running into anybody. Fair enough.
Not liking this.
Hey, an enemy. Oh. Did we shoot him? Hey, I get the order.
Damage. Boom. Delivered. Taking the shot.
She good, BD.
Leave nothing but scraps. I am programmed to destroy you.
Okay, you're down. Let's heal.
Eyes up.
That's an easy way to kill. That's an easy way to kill. Alright, and you?
These falls.
I was hitting dodge.
I won't yield.
Do you do anything other than your ultimate? Can I just, like, there we go, normal dodge.
Not today.
There we go. Whew.
Well, that was something.
I don't think they like us.
How do you think those other compasses went missing?
My credits are on Stantari Kree.
No kidding. You send Z to that Bacta tank. Maybe there's more to this story. So we rescue Z, get out of here, find Tanalor, and then what?
I'm just taking it day by day.
Maybe figure something out with Marin?
She's got her path, I've got mine.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard Jedi avoid attachment, but
That's right.
just don't forget who you really are.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means trust your heart. Things are only getting worse out there. Life is precious. And so is happiness.
I wish it were that simple.
It is that simple. If you see a future with Marin, embrace it.
I don't understand. I can't just... Boat. Hey, clankers! Over here. A little further. Perfect.
Is Bode gonna die here? I don't think this bodes well for him.
Thanks. I'll look for another way around. You find that droid. And stay alive.
No one likes that pun.
This isn't very inviting.
Is there a door? Where do I go from here? Oh, I see.
I don't think anyone's been back here in a while, buddy. Droids from the Force Gray. Okay, not that way then. Dagon's gonna destroy Z to get what he wants. He's obsessed. We shouldn't have left her at the outpost. We have to get her back.
Hum-de-dum-de-dum. Yeah, a lot of doors are shut. I think they know where we are. What do you guys think? I think we're about to walk into a trap. So, Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order? So far, Survivor, to be perfectly honest. But Fallen Order, that opening of Fallen Order was so good. So far, I'm loving Survivor. Generally speaking, the first games in a series typically have the best story, and sequel games typically have the best gameplay. These games are following that same format to me. Fallen Order is best for story, but for gameplay, it's like Jedi Survivor's next level in terms of gameplay. Your move.
There it is. What do you want with that? That.
Van Gogh or Steppenwolf. I mean, typically go over the one who's like immortal, like Van Gogh is, or something like that. You know? Wow, disarmed him. Oh, that's not fair. You see that? Bruh. Is that Bode?
Nice one, BD.
Wait, was that BD?
They're on to us.
That is from Fallen Order.
We have to get out of here now.
This is the end of the game, wasn't it? Yeah, nothing beats the ending of Fallen Order either. Like the ending of Fallen Order was insane.
That was clever.
Sometimes the solution to a problem lies in how it's framed. Always consider the situation from multiple angles.
Seriously?
Always giving me a new perspective, eh, Seer? I'm good, buddy. Let's go.
Alright. Any points in survival left? I'll get that last one. Might as well finish out survival, right? When I've only got one more skill point away. Alright, how long until I get this thing upgraded? Or get another meditation point?
We need the tuner back. Gives them access to everything Kree locked down.
Like, one thing I'm going to give this game that I think a lot of sequels kind of forget about is, like, here's one thing I love about Survivor that I feel like it does a lot different than other games. And that is, generally speaking, you go into Survivor in terms of what skills that Cal can do from where you leave from Fallen Order. So it's not like a game where it's like, you go through amnesia and you have to relearn everything. It's basically just telling you, like, you gotta restart from the beginning in terms of your skills because it's a new game. You know, you gotta restart everything. I feel like this game does a good job of balancing out starting out at a lower point so they can creep up on the difficulty of the game as the game progresses, but also keeping you at a point where it makes sense coming out of Fallen Order.
Mister, I guess this will need reporting in. Then documents ready for combat.
Oh, well, I decided to use the old-fashioned method.
Maintenance path should get us topside, I think.
Alright, where am I going? So just jump off. There we go. That was dumb.
I'll hunt you down. What?
Help me! Here!
Voice. I assume it's gonna be a shortcut. Aha! Right back back to where I started.
There he is! I went on a race by giving him your head. You're done for, Jedi!
Hang on. What do I interact?
Looks like another shard.
Oh, right, probably right. And what do I mess with here? What do I move? What? Or is it a case of... Savage Opress is in Clone Wars, right? Yes, he is in the Clone Wars. He is in end of season 4, start of season 5, if I remember correctly. Like, why am I not seeing... You see that? Like, what the hell? Is there anything back here? Wait a minute. What's this doing down here? There's nothing down here. And there's this guy just chilling down here.
Need a little help, BD.
Let's see if it's down here that I have to go. But it only makes sense, right? Ah! Shit! Whew.
You can't stop us all! Be one, bastard! There's the fighting running!
Ah, no!
Attack! What's happening?
Now,
How?
Someone to
That's not nice.
give me a hand!
Hey, stabbing somebody in Star Wars actually kills them. Do I know every single Star Wars character, Kevin?
Now, if I just...
No!
There. Sorry, old
No, I
lady,
don't.
but I promise you
Nor will I ever
won't.
claim to. There are too damn many Star Wars characters. And at what point do you consider them, like, memorable? Like, are we include characters like Mara Jade? We know for a fact George Lucas doesn't. No. It's impossible to remember every single Star Wars character from every single project, from every single thing. It's impossible. I blocked you. You dickheads.
Damn it. You must die. It's now.
Oh, please tell me there's a meditation point coming up. Or at least a shortcut that I can access.
Bode? Bode, can you hear me? Must be out of range. Or they're jamming our comms. I'm sure he's okay. But for now, we have to go it alone.
Is there anything back here? What? Okay, what the hell? Oh, I see. Aha! Meditation point. Ah, thank God.
Maybe we can get to that turbo lift now.
Oh, I'm back here. This is the same one I started with today. Why isn't Cal Kestis in Star Wars movies? Because his character was made for these video games. So they're going to keep characters in the video games. He is potentially going to show up in a movie, but Cameron Monaghan, the actor who plays Cal Kestis, has claimed that he will only return to the character if he is doing anything substantial. He is not going to come in for a one-time cameo. Like, he wants to come in and be a part of a story. And I don't blame him. So he's not in the movies because number one, his character's made for video games, and they're generally going to keep characters in the medium that they were introduced in for the sake of familiarity, because they're Star Wars fans who love the games. If you introduce Cal Kestis to anybody who only watches the shows and the movies, they're not going to know who Cal Kestis is. Meaning that you're going to have to reintroduce who the Cal Kestis is for this new audience and catch them all the way up. So, in general, they're going to keep characters like Cal Kestis in the video games. And a lot of characters who are in the comics and the characters who are in the novels to be in the novels. Until the opportune moment. Cal Kestis will make it to live action one day. That is my personal belief. It's not been confirmed or denied that he will, but the character is just so popular and Cameron Monaghan is so on board. It would be in a Dave Filoni project, because Dave Filoni loves bringing in these types of characters and love doing those types of reveals. He loves it. So it's only a matter of time until Cal Kestis shows up. But if Cal Kestis is going to show up, then I 100% agree. It has to be done the right way. Like, he has to be brought in just right. Same thing with Starkiller. Because Starkiller, Sam Witwer, who voiced and portrayed his likeness in Starkiller, says that, like, he is fully down to do it only if it makes sense. He's not going to come in to play Starkiller just to do it, because Starkiller is basically the Inquisitors before the Inquisitors ever even existed in Star Wars. In 2008, when The Force Unleashed came out, the Inquisitors had yet to be conceptualized by Star Wars itself. So the idea of Vader having a secret apprentice that secretly / covertly hunts existing Jedi was a brilliant idea. The Force Unleashed games would not fit in canon unless Starkiller was a special Inquisitor. And so basically, because the Inquisitors exist, Starkiller has to be carefully brought in, because Starkiller, number one, would have to stay in the same role as Vader's apprentice who's hunting down villains. He cannot be the Grand Inquisitor because, number one, the Grand Inquisitor is not Starkiller. He's not Galen Merrick, as the character's name is. Galen Merrick being the real name of Starkiller. And, like, has to have the same spirit of the character. I think Starkiller, if he's going to be brought in, is going to be brought in correctly. And if he's not going to be brought in correctly, he should not be brought in at all. That's Whitmer's belief. That's Filoni's belief. Starkiller would not be brought in unless it was opportune and precise. And Cal Kestis, I feel like is more he's more popular, probable
sending a droid
to be brought in.
facing me yourself, such cowardice.
A small price to pay for her sparing your life.
Tell me, did the Jedi's death satisfy you?
He escaped.
All those years of incarceration dull your edge.
Sharp enough to see the Jedi might be your equal.
Say it again and I'll cut out your tongue.
It'll grow back. Dagan, listen. The Jedi is a threat.
Not now that we have this.
I already duplicated the device's frequencies. We can now access any site she sealed.
Well done, Ravis. You, activate the forest array. Go to the Shattered Moon. I know where Centauri hid the last compass.
Dagan. After you have it, I will consider my oath to you fulfilled.
What then, old friend?
The galaxy has changed. There are many wars, but little honor to be won from them.
Once we are on Tanalorr, perhaps we can dream up a new war. You and I.
Perhaps. Before I go, do you want me to scrap the droid?
No. Centauri must have purged the droid's memory bank. Has no knowledge of the compass. I will tear it down to the bolts and reprogram it to serve me as it once served her.
What the hell? Okay, anything up here? Nope. Okay, we're gonna go over here.
Z's close.
You know this how, Cal? Alright, now how do I get over there? Is that just some case of I just jump across? I am going to guess that it is... Maybe I run across. That would make sense. Come on! RBY. Perfect. Aha, there we go. Damn it. Gotta prep this. RB, Y, thank you. fall. Jump across here. Did that fall down? How the fuck do I do this then? Because I either prep this. This is RB. Why? This falls, doesn't it? Yep, it falls. Okay. What if I just go? Don't need any of that. Ooh, let's go see this. I smell a boss battle coming up. Or sense a boss battle. That makes more sense.
Gone. The ship's coming apart. Detach the sphere. Do it now.
Dagon could be anywhere. Ready, BD?
I'm gonna fight Ravis. What are you talking
You're
about?
ready? I'm ready.
You can battle Ravis, so you're not gonna battle Dagon yet. Dagon's gonna be saved until the end of the game. Or maybe like an upgraded Z. It's like RBY
Z.
boss battle.
All right, Z. Let's get you out of there.
Do hurry, Cal. He's going to reprogram me.
And here's gonna
That
goes Ravis.
droid is mine.
Oh, Dagon's there.
I suppose I'll rescue myself.
So you survived Ravis. How?
The usual. You murdered your fellow Jedi.
I struck down those who stood against me. Leave us or share their fate.
Even if you believe the Council betrayed you, they were still your family.
How arrogant. That you would presume to know what drives me?
What I can see is your obsession with Tanalor has blinded you. Whatever happened, you can't change the past. Trust me on that one.
Perhaps you're right. Past is a chain. I must sever it completely. The tuner is mine. The droid is mine. Tanalor is mine.
Master Creature have left you in that tank to rot. Freedom!
So this looks like a battlefield.
Hang on, Z.
That was the plan.
Oh, she's hanging. She's literally hanging.
You're slipping. Really?
Another.
Cannot last.
Ah, I'm gonna lose this.
pity you. Waste of my time. You wretch. You won't last. Live here.
Have played a Darth Maul video game before? Yes, Battlefront. I am blocking!
Cross me again. How dare you?
Yes, I played as Vader in a video game. Also
I
Battlefront.
don't think so.
And Star Wars Force Unleashed. Force Unleashed, you play as Vader as well.
The music.
Not to mention Lego Star Wars, where you practically play as every single
Anyone who
character.
stands in my way. Does it hurt?
That's-
I sense your fear. You're finished, Jedi.
So
Break you.
overpowered and cheap. Like, what's the point in having a dodge button if you don't actually end up dodging your opponent? You know?
I sense your fear.
Let me get a checkpoint. Give me a checkpoint! He has too much life to not have a checkpoint.
Scared. So you're learning. Can you still fight? Weak.
Give me a checkpoint! Give me a checkpoint! No checkpoints? Really? Like, I didn't do a bad job. And now I'm gonna have to restart that whole damn fight. Because this game just is like, no, you should be able to do it. I'm like, seriously? I'm blocking every single time. He has so many genuinely like unblockable moves.
Die.
That one I should have stuck on. That one's
I
on
don't
me.
think so. I sense your fear.
Plus, there's just so much stamina to bring down every single time just to deal some damage to him. I have to practically hit him a bunch of times in a row. Like, how do I stop that stupid lightsaber?
Pointless. Waste of my time.
Oh my god!
You cannot last.
Do I have Emperor's Throne Room? In what? In what do I have Emperor's Throne Room? Sorry, I'm a little bit stressed right now with this fight.
Weak.
I don't know what you mean by do I have the Emperor's Throne Room?
Trivial. Scared.
Who am I? Dagon Gera from an earlier stream. God, fuck! Damn it! This is the big bad of the game. And it's very unfair. Very unfair. Open the fucking door! Thank you. I hope I went too.
Scared.
Alright, see that yellow bit? That is a free heal. Basically, it's like a free stim. If I play my cards right,
Does it hurt?
keep him over here generally. Alright, I lost it. Well, it was still very useful.
Waste of my time.
Basically, that white bar I have to bring all the way down. And now it's gone. Now I can actually deal damage to him. And that's it. Now I have to redo it all over again. And he has moves like that, which break a block, which means I have to dodge him. Except, many times when I dodge him, he still finds a way to hit me. He has a spitting lightsaber, so if I end up dodging, a lot of times I'm going to end up getting hit by the lightsaber. And then when he hits me, a lot of times he goes into a combo, and I lose all of my life and need to re-stim, which means I can really only take about 5 to 10 real hits.
Slipping.
Whereas he needs to take like 10 hits before I can even start dealing damage to him.
Wretch.
And I can still only deal so much damage.
You will fail.
Like there, I block, but I'm stunned, so he can get a free big hit on me.
Standing. Another.
God damn it! And sometimes these moves are like impossible to telegraph. Like, look at that. I had to stim twice before even going to attack him.
Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands in my way. Really?
Come on, give me a checkpoint.
Can you still fight? Hey, BD? Pathetic. Cross me again.
Not to mention my slow ability is useless. Like, look, I dodged and he was able to still hit me. That move is like basically saying you have to dodge. I dodge, he still hits me. Give me a checkpoint against this motherfucker. Like, did you see how many more times I was hitting him with still a fucking lightsaber? And how much health he still had, and I basically had 6 stims. I dominated that fight, but because he's so just inherently overpowered, I couldn't do shit. That's one thing I hate about difficulties like this, where it's like, oh, you have to dominate, and you can't take a hit for you to possibly win. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. You know?
I'll break you.
Like there, I can either block the lightsaber that's spinning, or I can dodge and hit and stop from his lightsaber attack. I have to pick my poison. This fight is such bullshit.
You're weak.
Alright.
Try harder. I pity you. You wretch.
Right. Do I have Emperor's Throne in Lego? I mean, yeah? Oh, like in literal Legos. No, I don't. I don't really collect Legos. Expensive hobby. I have enough expensive hobbies.
Hey, buddy. Trivial. I'll break you. Suffer.
Please, let me have it.
Slipping.
Like, there's a boss battle and then there's a fair fight.
Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands in my way.
Like, I don't get any benefits from that clash, from winning that clash. I got nothing. I didn't, like, get a free, like, a set of hits.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it does suck. There was a fight, I forget it, and it was right before you meet Marin in Fallen Order, that it was basically the same thing. Like, look, I'm dodging! I am fucking dodging! What's the point in having a dodge button if the game doesn't honor it?
No, you will fail.
Like, right there, I pressed dodge, but for some reason, like, I wasn't moving. So now I have to... God damn it! Consciously throw in my controller into the pillow. Oh my gosh. I just threw it in the pillow on my bed, so that way I wasn't actually going to break anything, and I got to get my anger out. Oh my gosh. I am pressing the fucking buttons! Thank you! Alright. What bullshit? I hit dodge! So, let me get this straight. Right there, that opening. That was a block. Right there. What he did is his attack was blockable. So I blocked it. But I was stunned, and he went to an unblockable move that I was supposed to dodge, but because I was stunned, I couldn't dodge. Meaning, I'm getting hit, and it's taking off a third of my health. Or however much it took off. Quarter of my health. That's the kind of bullshit I'm talking about. Plus, not to mention his health bar. I feel like I am dominating these fights in terms of correct blocks, dodges, and playing around this correctly. But he has so much life and so much bullshit gimmicks that it doesn't make sense of why I keep losing. Call me salty, call me a sore loser, I don't give a fuck. This is bullshit. At some point, a game is not about skill, it's about luck, and as soon as you bring luck into it, it's not a game anymore, it's gambling. Like, right there! That was another block into an, like, undodgeable move, like, a move you're supposed to block into an undodgeable move that I couldn't dodge because the game basically said no.
How dare you?
It happened again. Not to mention you can't interrupt his fighting where he can interrupt yours.
I pity you.
Either a boss fight takes a half hour, or
My time.
it's at this point it's just fucking gambling. And at that point it's not about playing the game.
Still fight.
Like, at this point, like, taking my own advice, what other strategy could I bring to the table? And the only other strategy I can think up is just do the right thing at the right time. But the problem is I already feel like I'm doing that. And so it's just try again, and hopefully you get lucky. Like, let me try double-bladed here.
Wretch. You're finished, Jedi. Cross me again.
That was okay, so that was an unblockable move. And I tried to block, so yeah, I should get hit. Dodge. That's an undodgeable. It's block, 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 block.
Trivial.
I can't interrupt him, so he's gonna hit me even though I'm hitting him. That's an undodgeable move, or unblockable move. But I didn't see a telegraph for that again.
You will fail.
So that was kind of bullshit. Dodge. Alright, I was able to survive that. Block, 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 dodge! I was blocking! I'm blocking! Dodge, block, block, hit, hit. Dodge! Hit, hit, dodge! Hit, hit. Hit, 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 hit. Alright. Block, 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 block. Yeah, like right there, I can't move, so I'm screwed to get hit again.
Never learn, do you?
So there's nothing I can do with the lightsaber.
I don't think so.
Block, 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 dodge. Block.
Amusing. Suffer.
Hit, hit. Block, block. Hit, hit, hit. Hit, hit, hit. Hit, hit, hit.
Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands in my way.
Block. Block. Dodge. Block, block. Block. Block, 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 block. Block.
I sense your fear.
Hit, 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 hit. Block, block. Hit, hit. Hit, hit.
Trivial.
Hit, hit. Stop.
You're finished, Jedi. Hey, buddy.
Tim. Block, 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 block. Start dodging because I'm running out of blocks. Block, dodge, dodge. Hit, 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 hit.
Waste of my time.
Block, block. Hit, hit, hit. Block, block. Hit, hit, hit.
Does it hurt?
Dodge. Hit, hit, hit.
Time to finish this.
That's another case of
Need help, bud?
stunning me. That's complete and utter. Like right there, I'm blocking, and he's breaking me down so easily, and I can't dodge because he's just still hitting me.
I don't think so.
I was in a great position, and now I'm probably gonna lose this due to a couple of bullshit moves. Hit, hit, hits. Alright, I have to be perfect here. Block, 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 block. Hit, hit, hit. Block. Block. Alright, dodge, block. Hit, 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 hit. Hit, hit. Yes! Alright, cinematic, there should be a checkpoint at the very least. Sometimes it helps just to say it out loud. Okay.
Hey, back to breath.
Bo's gonna die. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Nick.
the guy you told me about.
It's as friendly as ever. You've delayed me long enough.
I still feel like Bo's gonna die. Maybe not now, but he is.
You're not getting away that easy.
Thanks.
Two warriors at the height
Oh, it
of
was.
their powers bound in brotherhood. This is the stuff of legends.
Z.
Honestly,
I got her.
audibly saying that, like, block, block, dodge, hit, hit, block, 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 dodge, hit, 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 hit. Like, that was what I was able to do because I was able to focus in the moment and not worry about it taking so long. Oh my gosh. Please. Alright, I'm probably going to run to the bathroom really quickly. I think that's a good point to kind of take a little break. So, got a little extra health. So that's nice. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to run to the bathroom. And I'll be back in just a minute or two. Back in a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. Also grabbed a sweater, or the zip-up sweater. It's a little chilly in my room. If the thermometer on my alarm clock is correct, because I think the thermometer measures indoor temperature, it is like 64 degrees in this room. So that's 64 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way. This Fahrenheit is superior. All right. Okay.
Come on, Z. Let's keep moving.
Perhaps that's wise. Dagon Garrett is positively mad. He kept going on and on about some compass.
Your master created them to navigate the abyss.
This is the first I'm hearing about it.
She purged that knowledge from your memory.
That would explain it. Well, Dagon is certain that she left a compass for him to find.
Let's hope so.
Dagon sent Ravis to check out another array on the moon. Maybe we'll find it there.
Back to the moon. Great.
Oh, Master Kree, why did you send me to free that traitor?
People are complicated. Maybe she thought the Order got it wrong.
If only we could ask her. Please let us leave this dreadful place.
Oh, I'm right here. Okay.
Safest way out of here.
Sure about that?
No.
Okay then.
You seem nervous. I'm going with him.
Hop aboard, Z. See you at the outpost.
Yep, I'm coming.
Why don't they all leave in the same one?
I hate these things.
Time to abandon ship. What?
Remind me to never do that again. Dagon must have sent Ravis to get the compass. Maybe the force array powers something on the moon. It's a guess. But if Ravis is on his way there, that's where we need to be too.
I don't know, Matt. Oh, it's supposed to be like 1,000 meters away. Oh, I just need to get to the Mantis. Okay. Yeah, where am I? Are there no meditation points over here? Yes, I've played as Obi-Wan in a video game before. Many games. How about this? I've played as every single Star Wars character that's in canon, essentially, because of Lego Star Wars. Which I have 100% completed Lego Star Wars Complete Saga
Thanks,
and
BD.
Skywalker Saga. Now, how the hell do I get back? I want to essentially get to a meditation point where I can fast travel. This would just bring me back. Which honestly, this might be the fastest way back to the Mantis because I can just go right in, get to that meditation point, and then fast travel back. Or it says that this was a traversable gap. Oh, because that's where I was shot out from? No. How is this a traversable gap? It's not a traversable. It's not traversable. It's not. There's nothing here to bring me back. So the fastest way back to the Mantis using fast travel is going to be actually going right back into this. Do I wish everything was free? No, because everything would lose its value. Everything being free would be nice, but then I feel like everything would lose its value. Lose a lot of value. Like it'd be... I think everything should be fairly priced. I love because there's this concept in economics called tinstaffel. There is no such thing as a free lunch. It's knowing that you have to pay. You're paying with any... You're always paying. It's just not always with money. Sometimes it's your time, sometimes it's your attention, sometimes it's your loyalty, sometimes it's your energy, sometimes it's a favor. You always pay. To quote Mordo from Doctor Strange, weird, but it's true. The bill comes due. The bill comes due. Payment will have to be made.
Which planet next?
sweat.
They will be expecting us.
Cal and I made it through the Lucre Hulk all right.
You and I have different definitions of all right.
I wonder why Dagon sent Ravis instead of coming here himself.
Are you gonna travel? Grease? Are you gonna go?
Come here, Cal. Trip's almost over.
There's only been like 3 locations so far. You're just bouncing back and forth between them.
Vulture droids. Looks like Ravis has more separatist toys than we thought.
Doesn't look like they spotted us yet. Think you can land?
I don't know. The risky part's gonna be taken off again, and the last thing I want is to be stuck on this haunted rock.
You could always build a second cantina. Franchise.
Hey, how about you save the jokes for later, Jetpack?
I can hide the mantis.
Last I checked, this ship isn't equipped with a cloaking device. What is she doing?
Here we go.
The vultures are right in front of us. Trust her. Okay, that was impressive.
We will drop you off. Good luck with Ravis.
And to you.
Hey, kid. Hurry back.
Jetpack, man the guns.
Copy that.
Oh, and I might need some of your blood. In case I get tired.
I love how Marin just kind of goes along with it. Like, she knows she's weird. Ha! Good night, sisters.
Be careful.
Get over here.
Hello.
Yeah, take that.
Raiders are locking this place down.
Oh yeah, and defeating him didn't even give me a skill point. Like, I didn't get a skill point from that fight. That's some bullshit.
Back to it.
Is this not an echo for me to sense? Alright.
It's Ravis's ship. He's headed for the tower.
I pressed the button! That was choppy as
Way
hell.
up is through the array.
got your back. Don't open it. Time's run out. Afraid not.
On.
Come on.
Heal.
You're done for now.
Why do you have so much stamina? Like, I'm tempted to go back and heal just because of how much health that took.
Way to find out.
But then I have to go through it all again.
I heard the boss wants to wait. Do you hear that?
Damn.
Through is the firing chamber. Yeah, I don't love the idea either.
Should be safe right here. Alright. Let's go give this a try. See that?
How about a fabrication facility on the moon?
It would save us bringing materials from elsewhere.
I admire your persistence in following me here. Our time of cold was cut short. Survive. I look forward to left off.
Okay. Okay.
Since when did Ravis take orders from anybody?
Foolish droid. Ravis has only ever been humbled by one warrior, Dagan Gera.
Oh god, I'm tired.
Walked around like that.
Don't think so. I'm gonna strip you. You can't ruin this. I won't let you. That hurt. Oh, Scuzzy.
I was trying to get him lined up in the...
He's on the move.
There we go. There we go. That's how you take care of them. Look at that. Beautiful.
There you are.
Take this! We fall for the wind. Oh.
Is that everybody? Okay, looks like that was everybody. Okay, thank God that's over.
How long have you laid dormant? Soon, you will sing again.
Hey, Cal. You there?
I'm here. You all okay?
We're managing. No rush, but hurry up and let us know when you're on your way back.
Will do.
That actually is the way I want to go. Alright. Just in case I want to drop. That's gonna go off. You jump, push, jump, jump, out of the way. Alright.
I guess droids don't get to know the plan either.
Give me a meditation point.
Jedi, I hear you are still with us. I'll give you that. The power is everything. Power is freedom. And if you do not turn away, you see my power for yourself. I always wondered something about the Jedi. Your ideals teach patience, peace. These were empty mantras. Jedi brutality. That is what the galaxy remembers of the Clone Wars. Not the Reverse. Those who fell to this empire are a pale shadow compared to those from Dagon's day. And yet,
I hit the button!
perhaps you'll surprise me. You must want Tantalor very badly. You've already killed for it. Maybe you're no different from the Empire. I will show you no
Jump, jump, dash, LT. Thank you.
surrender is a prison, and I will not be imprisoned again. A cage is the only true defeat. Dominance is the only true victory.
Only way up is ahead. And into another firing chamber.
I don't have any stim packs and I'm almost out of health. I need a meditation chamber.
We're not done yet.
Looking around, there's only one place to go, and that's through.
I know you're there. You're
Echo.
The hour approaches for you to make Dagon's vision real once more.
Resistance reveals the path.
Okay. Whew. an elevator.
Freeze lab. Doubt she ever thought it would come to this. She made her choices, but if it helps.
All right, I'm about to hit a boss fight. I'm guessing I'm about to fight Ravis.
This is different.
I still have yet to get on a skill point, by the way. Look how close I am.
Time to move.
Jedi, you are nearly too late. I await you in the control tower. Reach me if you can.
What's that?
Yeah, what is that? And I'm not wasting any time on, you know, slight bit of health. I've survived on tiniest amounts, so every amount of health is valuable. What the hell is this thing?
Stay alert. Keep a tight perimeter. The Jedi has been sniffing around, and I ain't letting him through. Give me one good chance. I'll have some fun. You ever fought a Jedi before?
I'm done with them. It's always up to me.
Honestly, these droids are really fucking annoying. Like, I'm never worried about losing against them. Oh, there's one of those. God! Move! Why won't you... Why am I... What the hell just happened? I was dodging that way, and it was throwing me that way. I legitimately went backwards. I'm not battling a Force user. It's kind of... just some bullshit.
Glad you're excited.
I'm in your head.
Maybe I'll hit him. Level high.
Not done yet? On target. I've survived worse. Nice try. Oh, exciting.
Alright, there's a skill point. Of course, it's not available in combat.
Not bad.
Why can't I use the Force on you? Like, this would be so much easier if I can just Force throw you off a ledge.
Going to make you bleed. Don't think so. Eat it. Barely got me. Rejected. What? I'm too fast.
Do I like bike riding? Yes, I just don't do it often. There we go. Yes, I do enjoy bike riding, but like I said, I just don't do it often. I've probably ridden a bike twice in the past 4 years. Like, I just don't do it.
We have a containment breach!
Get down!
Because you love bike riding. You talk about it a lot. Right? Do you like bike riding, Nick? You love it? Yeah. Sounds like you do. You have such little health left. Thank you.
No test so far has been successful. Dagon Gera has been. Then he senses something I do not.
Flooded with Kobo matter. Worth checking out, right?
Let's go and upgrade really quickly.
Focus.
Not gonna rest, we're just gonna upgrade. Because resting respawns enemies. So skills. We're gonna maximize survival. So now we actually get health force back when we use stim packs. Here we go. Resilience / survival is fully maximized. Then we have just lightsaber stuff and force skills, which honestly I don't know if I'm going to go too much more into force skills. I might be going into lightsaber stuff next, and it's really just dual wield and double bladed because I don't really care about the other forms.
Let's keep moving, buddy.
Looking here, do I want to jump down there already, or is there a way I can get somewhere else? Because looking here...
Way out of here is blocked by Kobo matter. Is there an orb around here?
Yeah, I see that there is an orb right here. Oh, I see. I just throw this... Here we go.
Kobo. Was it made here?
I want to see what that did. Oh, that was able to clear it up here. Apparently not much. This really just cleared me the next route.
A gadget we found in the stone spires. Think it can help here? You got this one, right, BD?
There we go. Drop, jump, jump. I love when it's like you know that's where you need to go, and you move accordingly, and it still don't fucking work. Use the monkey bars, walk to the end, jump, jump, hit, slide, jump, and
I'm in bad shape, buddy. Let's see what Kree was up to. Let's check it out.
and you still haven't said what these things are for yet. Ah, workbench.
Centauri.
Dagon, what have you done?
What I must.
Stop.
But you want what I want. Why else would you deceive the Council?
You've lost your way. Surrender. And we can figure this out, together.
Come with me.
It's too late for that.
Such despair, Centauri. Tanalor. You can feel it slipping away.
My despair is for you. Tanalor has changed you.
It's changed you as well. Step aside.
No.
Then I must go it alone. Centauri.
Get a medical droid in here and prepare it back to tank.
What'd you find? High Republic tech. Works with my grapple. Could help us climb the tower. Let's see what we got here.
Upgraded ascension table.
Dagon, but didn't
or
turn
cable.
him in.
I'm tired. I'm curious, actually, what color
Great time to
lightsaber,
change up
what
our
color
equipment.
blades do I get? I'm gonna keep it on white, so I'm curious. Blade. I get blue, green, purple, yellow, cyan, magenta, indigo, orange, and whites. Yeah, we're keeping it white. That's, as I've said many times, my favorite lightsaber color. I just wanted to see kind of what colors they give you. Oh, BD just sits on the bench, okay. And now...
Let's give it a try.
Okay.
It works.
Have I ever rode an e-scooter
Off to
before?
Ravis.
Yes. Not very much, but I have. It's gonna take a little bit of practice. What is this gonna do? I've ever rode a bike like a very long way from my house. The longest I've ever ridden a bike is about 2 miles. Okay, I've ridden a bike. It was... God damn it. It was about, I did ride a bike for about 18 miles just after I had gotten a bike. And right after I learned how to ride one, I went on an 18-mile biking trip in Colorado in the United States. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? Alright, this isn't making a lick of sense. We grab on here.
Let's take a look. What'd you find, buddy?
And then, what do I do from here? I did like an 18-mile bike ride shortly after I learned how to even ride a bike. It was very far away from my house, but I didn't like bike from the house. Am I supposed to make it from there? I feel like I'm not supposed to. Yeah, that kills you. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? None of this is making sense. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Seems right. Because then I could run across this, jump here, jump here, run across, jump here, land here. Okay. Okay.
It's okay, BD. We'll find another way.
Was it locked? That's bullshit. Honestly, now that I can go up that, I might as well, like, heal really quickly, right?
I need to clear my mind.
Because everything going the other way is already cleared out, so I don't need to worry about all those enemies resetting. Because I'm just gonna go this way. Alright, Ravis.
Ravis.
Jedi.
Why did you activate the array?
It's been many years since I last took the life of a Jedi.
Why did you activate the...
I heard you. Long ago, Dagon bested me in combat. Earned my loyalty. We fought side by side until the Jedi betrayed him. Took many of your order to defeat me. And yet, they dishonored me. Denied me a warrior's death. And left me to rot in a cage for centuries. So, it seems our destinies are intertwined. The demise of your order allowed me to escape.
And yet, nothing has changed. You're still just Dagon's servant.
Time does not diminish my loyalties. Without a code, you can only serve yourself.
Where's the compass, Ravis?
I owe you nothing, Jedi! If you want that knowledge from me, you're gonna have to fight for it.
Very well.
Alright. How do we do this here? Dodge. Hit, hit, dot, block, block, hit, 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 dodge. Hit, hit.
Don't die yet.
Hit, hit, block, block, dodge. Hit, 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 hit. Hit, dot, block, block, dodge. Hit, hit, dodge, block, 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 dodge! Dodge. Sim. Block, 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 block. Hit, dodge. I dodged. Honor my fucking dodge. Block. Hit, 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 block. Block, dodge. Block, 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 dodge! Hey, stem, stem. Is Cal's both Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor? Yes. Survivor is a direct sequel. Dodge. 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 Dodge! Hit, 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 hit. Block, block. Hit, hit. Hit. Block. 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 Dodge. Dodge. Hit. Dodge. Stim. Hit. Block. Block. Dodge. Block.
More than that.
Alright, there we go. Yes! Survivor is directly after Order. It still has Cal Kestis. Direct sequel.
Oh, come
I don't know why, but that part was a little easy. Maybe it's because Dagon was just so difficult that by comparison, Ravis is easy.
I've been waiting for
Or, yeah, we're gonna fight a stronger Ravis here.
100 years.
Now it's a stronger Ravis. I don't know, I haven't played all of Jedi Survivor yet. So far it was the last Dagon fight, but this might be it, because he just killed me, and there was nothing I could do about it. So hopefully that's a checkpoint. Which I'm guessing what I just went through was a checkpoint, which means that I can start back up. Oh! Fun. Please tell me that I don't have to restart the entire fight from the beginning. Oh, I do. Oh, that is fun! Having to redo all of what I just did. Dodge. Block. Dodge. Hit. Block. Dodge. Hit. Dodge. Hit. Block. I was blocking. Hit. Block. Dodge. Hit. Stim. Block. Hit. Block. Dodge. Stim. Hit. God. Honor my blocks, stupid game! Why do you not honor when I'm blocking half the time? It's so annoying. Like, dodge. Alright, good. Hit. Block. Admittedly, that one time I actually wasn't blocking. I said it, but I didn't hit it. Dodge. Stim. Hit. Alright. Can I please skip this? Okay, I can. Okay, thank God. Alright. I was spamming the dodge button. Dodge. Block. Hit. Dodge. Block. Honor my fucking blocks. It's really annoying when he hides behind your fucking camera. And now I have to restart the whole fucking thing again. That's one thing I hate, is I feel like the boss fights in these games should have checkpoints. Like, I should just pick up from where I last started. I feel like that's perfectly fair. But nope, you gotta do it all in one go. What is all this? In 2 attempts, you never did any of these moves. What is this? When you said I was stuck on a boss battle in Star Wars Fallen Order, the boss fight was the crocodile boss fight. I'm trying to remember that one. I haven't played Fallen Order in a couple of years. I'm trying to remember that one. I vaguely remember it. Vaguely remember it. Block, dodge! Dodge! Damn it! The hardest part is if I commit to something, like, it has to be the right decision. Block, 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 block. Hit. Block. Block. Dodge. Hit, hit. Block. Block. Dodge. Hit, hit. Hit, hit, hit. Dodge! Hit, hit. Dodge. 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 Hit, hit, hit. Block, 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 block. Hit, hit. Dodge. Block. Dodge. Hit, 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 hit. Block, block. Dodge. Hit, hit. Block, block, block. Hit, hit. Dodge. Hit, 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 hit. Block. Hit, hit, hit. Alright. I'm in the best position so far. This is in the best position I've been in for this fight thus far. So, he's gonna go for a big hit here, so let him turn red. Dodge. Hit, 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 hit. Block, dodge. Block. Block. Hit, 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 hit. Stem. What the fuck is that? Block, dodge. Get around. Can you please not? What the fuck is this fight? Stop going behind my camera! Why is I dodged! Get up! Stem! I wasn't in any of those circles! Game? What the fuck? Like, you're presenting me with rules. If he's attacking and he's not glowing red, that's a block. When he's attacking and he is glowing red, that's a dodge. When I block, then I'm supposed to block and not get hit. If I dodge and I'm supposed to and I do dodge, then I'm not supposed to get hit. If you shoot an AoE and you have little circles on the ground, if I'm in those circles, then I get damaged. If I'm not in those circles, then I don't get damaged. Follow your own fucking logic. Yes, I've watched Crocodile Dundee. Just not in a long time, because obvious reasons are obvious. Last try. Alright. This is the last try I'm going to make today. I pass it, I fail it. This is the last try. I am tired. I've had a long day. I'm not going to let this get the better of my emotions. I'm not going to sit on this forever. I'm going to give it one more honest try. If I pass it, I pass it. If I fail it, then I'm going to be too riled up. Besides, we've already gone for over 3 hours. I have... Honestly, I wanted to end the stream like an hour ago. I am exhausted. So, this is the last try. Dodge. Oh! Like seriously. He didn't bring those rockets out until partway through the last round. Like, in the second phase of this fight. Now he's bringing it out opening of the first phase. This makes no sense. He's opened this fight 3 completely different ways. Dodge. Of course, you still hit me because why shouldn't you? Force pull, because that actually takes something down. Force pull it again. Are you actually gonna... Oh, I see. What's with next live stream? Schedule hasn't changed, Nick. Schedule has not changed.
A Jedi elegant. Feel that. Fight back.
Again, honor your fucking mechanics, please, for the love of God. If I dodge, then allow me to dodge and not get hits, because I am playing the game the way that you present it to me. Also, why is it whenever I dodge or block or something, he always ends up behind the camera? Watch this. He's in front of me. He jumps behind. He jumps back, right? Hit, block, dodge, behind the camera, block, hit, turns around. He's always behind the camera, and that makes it fucking difficult. I'm done for the night. I can't do this anymore, or else I am going to have a brain aneurysm. I'm gonna wake people up if I haven't already, and I'm just gonna lose my damn mind. So I'm gonna call it there. For my own sanity. So, yeah. Forgive me, I misread. I thought you asked me when the next live stream was. Forgive me, I misread. Another example of how tired I am. I misread. I thought you said, when is my next live stream? Not can't wait for the next live stream. I can't wait for it either. I want to beat the living piss out of Ravis. But I need a break. I'm tired as hell. I've had a long day. I have work tomorrow morning. And also need to get the Avatar trivia done. Because a week from tomorrow is July 1st and the start of the next month, which means that the next Avatar trivia needs to be done. All the questions are recorded. I just got to do the editing. That's 90% of the job anyway. So thank you all for watching. Next live stream is Wednesday night. So, have a good night.